Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Manisha Buddhiraja, your Marrow faculty for ENT, and today with us is Dr. Lakshmi Priya, who has scored an amazing score of 230 in the recently held FMGE. So yes, Dr. Lakshmi, we are so happy for you. Congratulations. How does
Thank
it feel? Were you expecting this?
thank you so much, ma'am. That was a really nice introduction. I was expecting to pass, but this is an amazing score, and I have to thank the Marrow faculty as well for helping me get this.
Tell us about yourself first. Where do you belong to? Like which college?
Um, as ma'am said, I am Lakshmi Priya Shankar. I scored 230 on 300 in the recently held December 2023 session of FMGE. And I have graduated as a batch of June 2023 from Tbilisi State Medical University, Georgia.
So this was your first attempt.
Yes.
So when did you actually start preparing and what was your primary source of preparation?
If I would talk about the dedicated preparation, I would say it would be the last 6 months from July onwards. But I've been a Marrow user since 2020, and that has been my sole source of preparation for the exam.
So did you watch all the videos and you are a Marrow user since 2020 and you told me that during this time, three editions have changed. So did you watch all the videos from all the editions? Like how did you handle it?
I had not watched all the videos from all the editions, but I am pretty sure I've completed all the clinical subjects videos. And some, I think ENT I have definitely watched 3 times. But yeah, for the preclinical subjects, I've used the revision videos and the Q banks.
So did that really help you build up your concepts and in your university exams as well? Because you started quite early.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you're having your clinical postings, when you come back and watch a video related to it, it would definitely strengthen that memory of yours of what concept you've learned, and that has definitely helped during the exam as well.
So did you watch all the preclinical videos also during your when you started your preparation? Like you started, you told me in your fourth year. So
Mhm.
did you watch only your clinical subjects during that time, or did you watch the preclinical also during that time?
I've watched the clinical subjects completely, but for the preclinical subjects, I've only watched some videos where I had the need to watch. But otherwise, I think my preclinical studies during the university was sufficient enough for the exam that I tried and assessed with the Q bank and the test.
Okay, so what would you tell your juniors? How should they use Marrow during their undergraduate itself? Like, should they do one topic, one subject along with their postings? Along with their postings, what all topics can they combine? Like, how did you go about it?
Yeah. So for during the postings, I think it is always, if you, for example, if you're doing internal medicine, you could always combine subjects. I did that with physiology, then internal medicine along with pediatrics. So that system-wise thing would be kind of nice to do. But if it's close to the exams and if you would like to go fast, I wouldn't recommend doing that. But if you are in university, then you can go do that.
So, will you advise your juniors to start early as you did, or like even if you start late, it does not make much difference?
I've actually seen videos of people who have just prepared for 2 months and cracked the exam. So I think if you start early, the benefit is that you can go in your own speed. You don't need to rush. But if you're going to start late, then you would have to compress all of these efforts into a few days, and that can be really pressurizing. And I can't do that. So I think
Yeah,
if you're
if
like
you
me,
start
you should
early,
start early.
if you start early, you can enjoy your journey.
Yeah.
Great, great. So, who was your or who were your favorite faculty since you watched all the videos?
So difficult to name because I really like all of them. Of course, I need to mention you because ENT was the first subject I completed, and I really, really understood everything except including the anatomy of the ear, and I'm very grateful for your videos for that. And I need to mention Rohan sir. I need to thank him for his revision videos. It was superb. I used it, and I think after the first reading, in the second revision, I could finish the whole of surgery in a day with the videos. And of course Sakshi ma'am, she has I attended her 5 a.m. challenges that happened before the exam,
Great.
and it was lovely because I didn't even had the need to review obstetrics because it was in the cycle, because she kept on talking about it and she posted about it. So that was really amazing, and it would be a crime if I don't mention Ragesh sir because I have loved watching medicine, understanding medicine through his eyes, and I've completed all of medicine videos as well.
Wow, wow, that's great. That's so nice. And did you make your own notes while you were watching the videos?
Ma'am, in the beginning, I did make my own notes, but then it seemed to take a toll on my hand. So I had to order the marrow notes.
And while you were watching the videos during your undergraduate, did you also do the MCQs that time, or it was only during the last 6 months?
No, no, I did MCQs then.
MCQs. So you could finish the whole of the marrow question bank?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us, what was your main focused preparation, which you told was in the last 6 months,
Mhm.
like from June. So what was it like? Walk us through that.
In the last 6 months, I was just planning for the revision, like Abbas Ali sir always talks about. I was trying to get the material concise enough so that the next time I take it up, I don't feel stress. I switched a lot of subjects to the revision videos, and I added whatever additional thing I found in the Q bank. And if you do that, you really do not miss on so many topics. And I did try to set some goals for each day. And the time, I've seen people study for 12 hours, but I can't really do that. So I did study for like 7 to 8 hours a day. And I also made it a point to attend GTs every 3 weeks or so. But then towards the last 2 or 3 months, I did it every week, I think. I think, yes.
So you started giving GTs only during this 6 months, or even during your undergraduate time?
I tried in the undergraduate times, I think in the beginning of 2022, I did try once.
So should we start giving GTs early or only during the last? Like, did
I
it
mean,
help giving it early?
I think you should give it a try. What can you lose? It's just a GT. You should try it. I think it can boost your confidence as well if you score more. And if you score less, you can analyze what you're weak in.
So did you review your GTs the same day itself? How did
Uh,
you review it?
I tried to review all the 300 questions, but that seemed like a huge task. So in the end, what I did was I reviewed all the questions I got wrong. And also during the test, I used to mark whichever questions I was guessing, and also whichever questions I knew a little bit about, but I needed to read more. So I would mark all of that questions as I am guessing it. And in the end, I would review that as well. So that was not a huge amount of questions.
So how many times could you revise the entire thing? You had watched the videos, you told me like 2 or 3 times at least, the
Mhm.
clinical subjects. And
Yeah,
then your main revision started in these 6 months.
yeah.
So how many times could you revise everything?
I think four times.
4 times.
Yeah,
Okay. And did you make some 20th notebook also for noting
definitely.
down?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did it contain? How did
It
you make it?
it contained all the classifications, and also I tried not to omit anything, thinking that it wouldn't come for FMGE. It is an any set level question. I tried to include whatever was volatile for me in the 20th notebook. And I think it helps you a lot if you have something like that, because on the last day you suddenly don't know what to read from this. So many things. So you can just sit and read this, and next day just believe me, next day when you're sitting in the next exam hall, you would suddenly think, oh wait, I have read about this yesterday, and you can answer things.
So did you also bookmark, and did you use the custom module also for the questions? Because you told me you have done all the questions from the question bank.
Yeah.
So how
So,
did you?
ma'am, I really like Marrow QBank questions because of the explanations that's given below. Because everything is given in a very nice flow, and if you want to read it quickly as well, important stuff are highlighted, so you can just brush through it. So I did definitely bookmark some things that I didn't really want to add into my revision notes, but I still wanted it to be there just in case I want to check. So if I had a doubt in that, I would go and check this bookmark. And I did use custom modules. Custom modules are a lifesaver. I think I've done all the images by using the custom modules. I've tried to do, whenever I sit and I don't want to read anything, I would take the custom modules, and I at least a 10 questions you can do with custom modules. So custom modules is one of the best features that you can have in the app.
And did you also use the GT graph and analytics?
Yeah. So with the graph, what you can do is you can see your bottom subjects, right? So you can take and you can see how you're performing in it. And if you're still a little bit bad in those subjects, you can choose those subjects to revise first in the next revision cycle. And then you will definitely see the percentile going up in the next GT.
So did it ever happen that your GT score went down in between, or they
Uh,
were always on the upside?
it was always in the constant. It was just um, I think 220 plus 20 plus minus 20, so it was around that range.
And what was your score in the FMG mock, national mock?
256.
256. And Dr. Lakshmi told me that she had made an average of her scores. Yes, please tell us. You only tell us that.
So I had done many GTs, so I had taken an average to see how much I've is an average of the scores of every GTs I've performed in, and that came close to 230. So
230, which was your mark. And I think that gave you a lot of confidence before going to the exam also.
yeah, yeah.
So, was there ever a time where you felt that no, this was like too much and you wanted to give up?
Definitely.
So, how did
Definitely.
you cope up with that?
I mean, we graduate and we have this huge amount. I mean, 6 months is not a duration of time. So you have to maintain the consistency to get up every day and do the same things and go to sleep and do that all over again every single day. So at some point you kind of get burned out, and but then what matters is you have to see the end goal. I had made a vision board of me getting this and and me celebrating the success. So I would just look at it and I'm like, I will be there. It'll take time, but I'll be there.
That's so nice, so nice. So, what advice would you like to give to your juniors so that they can also get score like you?
So, what I would say is that to not use multiple sources, trust your source, and make sure that you prepare your material for the multiple revisions that you're going to do, so that in the end you don't feel stressed about everything. And if you make your material concise, you can definitely remember it and go through the revisions faster. Secondly, I've already mentioned about the 20th notebook. Please do make it. It is a little bit tedious to make it. For at first you would think what to add, what not to add, but then after at least the first revision you would know what you're forgetting constantly. Oh, also one more thing is that I after every GTs I did make a notebook containing all the questions I did wrong, all the topics I did wrong. I would make a short note on that, and before the next GT I would revise it. So some questions might repeat, some topics might repeat, so that also kind of helps you.
Wow. So, now if I ask you that which will be the subject that you would like to do PG in?
I would like to do PG in internal medicine.
I think that is what all of you want to do now, right? All the students want medicine, yes, and definitely that is an amazing choice. Amazing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Great. So, what are your plans for celebration?
Nothing, maybe a quiet dinner, that's it.
Wow. So, thank you so much, Dr. Lakshmi, for your time. And we are so proud of you. You have done all of us so proud. And have an amazing time and all the best. And I'm sure that you will get the PG of your choice. And yes, we'll meet again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm so grateful to be sitting here and talking to you. This feels surreal to me.
God bless you, Beta. All the
Thank you.
best.
Thank you.